How are you doing today, good viber? How are you? I wanted to just vibe with you today as I'm sitting outside, I'm eating lunch, and I'm doing some drawings. So without further ado, let's just hop into it. I really wanted to talk about Inktober for all of you artists out there who participate. And even if you're not an artist, I still think this is a great opportunity for anyone who is up to the challenge to draw and illustrate something, just using, any form of medium for art they choose. So let's get into it. So for lunch, we got a PB&J, we got some grapes, some tomatoes are drying, sun drying, and then we got some peppers and more tomatoes sun drying over there. So just let them dry. Over here we have from a past video when I was tapping into shadow work and Dark Night of the Soul specifically. That was really interesting. You should totally check that video out if you are interested in understanding what I was talking about there. Now over here I started getting into the idea of red string illustrations, kind of having the character have a piece of string and really focusing on their anatomy, because as you can see, this is not very anatomically correct. I have a little poem here. Undress, I take off the layers of tragedy, traumatized within I see, creator skin will always be underneath the sea of me, within the abyss of infinity. And I might put this into one of the poetry books I'm working on, called The Discipline of the Law of One, which will be out hopefully next month. I'm not really rushing it, I just add in all of the poems I create. So far I have like 50, so I'm really excited to eventually publish that. And here's another little quick poem I did after, I guess, drawing some more. Wash me off all that was, and bring the freedom of all that is mine to be fully clean. Okay, so we're really hopping into Inktober now, and we're going to talk a little bit about what this entails. So Inktober gives a set of prompts every day in October, and you can use ink traditionally to illustrate a drawing every day. I've written out the whole Inktober list over here, but I also included 2 more other Inktober prompts from other artists to combine and kind of specify what my drawings are going to be. So the theme I chose, because I feel like it's easier to go through something when you have a theme, I'm doing autonomy and I'm studying anatomy. As a tongue twister. But I literally just found autonomy and I was like, hey, get out of here. That's right, you can stay over there. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited. Autonomy is pretty much, the inner workings. So it was really such a coincidence that I ran into that word. And anatomy, the study of the human body. So I'm really excited, and we're just going to sit down. I'm starting to make some thumbnail boxes so I can come up with some ideas. Today I'm filming this on October 30th, not October. I'm filming this on the last day of September, so whenever I decide to publish that, it will probably be not the same day. So with that being said, it's really important to plan ahead of time, do some thumbnails, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. And let's go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna place you right here, fam. I'm gonna be doing some drawing and just saying whatever comes to my mind. Yeah, and I might make this a time lapse in a little bit, but it's really been a great tool. I've been doing Inktober for around, I think this is my 4th year. This is my 3rd year, which I plan to complete all of the days. And it's really been quite a challenge, but it's something that's so rewarding when you look back at all of the things you create at the end of the month. And each one is so unique, and even the ones that you probably at the time didn't think were very good, they turn out being something that you look back and you're just thankful that you created that. So I never really put much pressure for these drawings to be good. It's more of an exploration and experimentation for me of what I like. I know I really want to work on my anatomy because it's really kind of lacking, and I don't have a sound knowledge of the structure, you know, the bones. So I'm looking forward to understanding that more, as well as, you know, improving my inking skills and, you know, playing around with new and fun ways to just create. I don't expect every single one to be a masterpiece. Again, I'm doing one a day, but I know that looking back, I'll have a lot more masterpieces than probably the rest of this year combined. So it's really going to be a fun challenge, and I'm really excited to just continue on with it. So fam, here's a grape to you, and let's hop into this timeline. Okay fam, so I took a little break on thumbnail number 5 because I had to look up what an osteoclast it was. Apparently it's a cell in the bone which breaks it down. So really interesting. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like once I'm done. If you know what an osteoclast was, then kudos to you, fam. Kudos to you. Also had to look up what synapse meant. Forgot, but it is like at the end of a nerve, I'm pretty sure, where the neural receptors pass along to one another. That's what I'm gonna draw anyways. I finished my lunch, and now it looks like I can kind of show you the thumbnails I've created. Geez, they're not the best, but when I do thumbnails, it's mostly to get a picture, an idea of what I want to include in the drawing, the first thumbnail, and then the second one would be working on the composition more. But as you can see, these all look pretty weird, and you might not be sure what they are at the moment, but you will soon see what they are as I continue to create them. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll definitely see on my stories as I continue to post and create these, okay? But yeah, I'm super duper excited because yes, this is gonna be really exciting. I'm gonna see how I can fix those up. Again, these are super rough drafts, thumbnails, for me to get an idea, and I only did the first half of the month. Hopefully I'll be able to go in and do the rest of them, or we'll just kind of be going on the fly, which is totally fine. Sometimes I find that works better, but I wanted to, you know, get myself started with a running start, so I have an idea of what I am going to be drawing for this Inktober, and yeah, I'm really excited. This has definitely challenged me to think of what can I draw that fits into these, for me, 3 words. Originally the Inktober is traditionally just 1-worded prompts, but I took 3, as I explained in the beginning of the video, to kind of refine it a little bit more, and it's really interesting. If I can't get all 3 words, or they're not very evident, that's just how it is sometimes. It's really just a great way to get your creative juices flowing and going. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. You can follow along on my journey. I actually have an art account on Instagram that, if you follow the Instagram account commented below, I do very frequently repost things on stories, so you'll be able to see. But yeah, I hope you have an amazing day, and try this out. Try Inktober out. Doesn't even matter if you do it for one day, the whole month, you know, a week late or whatever. You know, just draw and get those juices flowing, and I'll see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. Bye. Because this is the first Inktober drawing, and the prompt word was skin, fish, and darkness. I'm really happy with how it came out. On this side, it's a square, and that's the drawing, and on this side I have a poem and a little sketch I did to warm up. I hid away in the light of day. I could not say my life was at stake, but when the night came down, my soul did break, longing for me to wake. Yeah, so this is day one. I'm really excited to see what I create in the future days as we continue, and have an amazing day.